strap yourselves in, Cairns. A big race, 30 laps of distance, plenty of prize money up for grabs. Mann and Jenkins on the front row, totally workwear, Cairns International Speedway. Thunder in the Canefields is go! Pretty steady. Andrew Sues turns around in front of the field. And we'll go yellow, yellow, yellow. Caution on the speedway on the first circulation with Andrew Sues in the tractor stationary. And turn number 2. Wow. It's a pretty steady start, really. Some of the back markers or mid-track really started to get uppity, but the front guys just wanted to get into the groove and get rolling. This race is going to be buried in lap traffic in no time. The sleeves and get after it. Mann and Jenkins. And we are off and running. Some of the Walsh cars were crossed up on the start. They nearly took each other out. But we stay green with Brian Mann out in front of Wes Jenkins. Some problems over there on the back straight. Oh! Skibbon turned around. And yellow's on again for the Q46 of Brett Skibbon over there in turn number 3 and 4 in front of the rowdy crew at the bar. Let's do this again. Let's get a couple into the book and get some momentum rolling here. 30 laps, a long way to go. Let's get it done. Brian Mann, a good start. Nicholas O'Keefe on the outside gets checked by Brian Mann, and O'Keefe goes back to 5th. Jenkins over the cushion, and he goes back to 3rd position now. Jorgensen up on the back of Richie Robb now. 1 lap in the books. How good is that? As we get rolling now with Brian Mann, Dan Mose, Wes Jenkins. Walsh is 4th as Skibbon goes to the infield, and he is out of the event. Nicholas O'Keefe next to the racetrack. Dallaston will be 6th. Damaris is 7th. Damaris moves through on another, and Damaris is up into position 6 now. Your race leaders catching in on traffic already as this race starts to get into a bit of a groove now. Looks pretty good. And Brian Mann, car looks free enough to run where he wants. Oh, Mosey gets over the cushion and washed off some speed. Oh, gets into the front beam of Curly O'Keefe. Wes Jenkins is 3rd, and he's got Brian Walsh right behind him. That's the battle for 3rd and 4th at the moment on the racetrack between Jenkins and Walsh. David O'Keefe just rolling the top of the racetrack, trying to stay out of trouble, gets to the bottom, and allow them to go by. As Jorgensen, high up into the concrete, rotates the car in front of the field, keeps the boot into it, and we stay green. Your race leaders come up on the back ahead. David O'Keefe pulling on to the infield, and out of the event is Brian Mann up on the inside of Libby Ellis. Wes Jenkins, Brian Walsh, and Brian Walsh moves into position number 3. Jenkins back to 4th. His car looks terrible out there, way too tight, and really struggling to get the cars into the turns. Look at Dan Mose coming at Brian Mann here. Brian Walsh in 3rd is getting busy. Dan Mose rolling through the Haydiddle Hill, and Mosey looks good. Brian Mann's probably cruising at this particular junction, but Mosey looks good. Jorgensen up in the flumpy stuff. We're 11 down and 19 to run. Brian Walsh is 3rd at the moment. We're yellow. Oh, for a fracker over there in turn number 2. Racetrack nearly blocked, but everyone's able to get through. So Finglas, Richie, Robb and Mike Walsh are caught up in that. And those 3 cars will go to the rear because they all need a push start. So that's Richie Robb, Gary Finglas and Mike Walsh, all stationary in turn 2, and those 3 will go to the rear with them all in front of them at the restart with 20 laps still to run. Wow, we got some motoring going on there, and Brian Mann is looking the goods, but how about Dan Mose in second position? Wow, his car is rolling nicely early, Pete. A lot, but geez, they do a lot of work. All right, here we go, restart, 20 laps to run. Brian Mann at the helm for Totally Workwear. 10 in, 20 to run. Mann gets us underway. Round 2 is back underway. Brian Walsh under attack from Wes Jenkins. Damaris having a look on the inside of Nicholas O'Keefe now. We're trying to get some laps in the book here. Once again. Dallaston upstairs trying to get the top to roll. Libby Ellis under attack from Jorgensen now. Libby Ellis doing a heck of a job on the racetrack right now. She might be 8th, which is terrific job by Libby Ellis. Oh, she's 10th in fact. Race leader is rolling pretty good here. Mosey 2nd. Brian Walsh is 3rd. Jenkins next on the racetrack. Damaris Dallaston. Then it's Mike Walsh, Richie Robb, then Libby Ellis, who's a lap down. Brian Mann gets loser position as Dan Mose goes in the lead of the motor race. And Mosey's rocking and rolling here. Look at Mosey go, and we are yellow, yellow, yellow. One turned around over there in front of the grandstand of the entry or the start of the back straight. But how about the move from Dan Mose? New race leader. 4 further laps down. We are set for the restart. Brian Mann in control. 16 done and 14 to run. Green flag, and we're off and running once again. Brian Mann good and clean air, but as we saw as he gets in on some of the back markers, Dan Mose is pretty good in traffic and had the car free enough to run high. We'll get back down the bottom and make it work and get to the lead. Another lap in the books, it'll be 12 to run this time by. Brian Mann, he's your race leader from Dan Mose. Brian Walsh, Nicholas O'Keefe, Damaris Dallaston. Back to Mike Walsh and Wes Jenkins. Brian Mann still in control as he's coming up on some of the back markers now. Tyre wear may be a factor here. Jorgensen on the outside of Libby Ellis, they're side by side as the race leaders come up on them. This is Dan Mose's time to shine. Brian Mann will have 8 laps left to run as Mosey closes in on your leader. As Brian Mann's buried in lap traffic, he gets around. And Mosey has no one in between him as Wes Jenkins goes to the infield and is out of the event. Mose has 7 laps left to chase down and pass Brian Mann. Brian Walsh is 3rd. Right behind Libby Ellis, Nicholas O'Keefe, Damaris is 4th and 5th. Here comes Mosey. Under a second the gap between 1st and 2nd now. Mosey's coming with a wet sail and they come in on back markers now. Ripping battle unfolding for Totally Workwear Cairns International Speedway. It'll be 4 laps left to run and Mosey's closing in on Brian Mann. Brian Mann leads by the narrowest of margins over Dan Mose. laps left to run. Look at Mose coming at Man now. Man and Mose. 3 laps left to run, this time by. And Mosey's ready to pounce. They come up on Jorgensen. 2.5 laps remaining. Brian Mann just composes and settles that time by. Mosey right behind him in second. 2 to run. Man from Mose. Brian Walsh is still third. O'Keefe is fourth. Mike Walsh is there and thereabouts. The white flag comes out. 1 lap remaining. Brian Mann, Dan Mose through 3 and 4 for the final time for Totally Workwear. And Brian Mann wins. Mose will win the series. Brian Walsh home in 3rd position. Nicholas O'Keefe, Dallaston home 4th and 5th. Mike Walsh will be next one across the line in 5th position. What a performance. Your winner tonight in the 16 is Brian Mann. And Dan Mose will win the Thunder in the Canefields series in the Q60. What a race. We will confirm all the placings right now and have a presentation on the infield, and then we'll invite you all to come down into the pits and meet these drivers. What an epic night. For those of you leaving, please drive safe on the roads. Who's your racing tyres? Come on, get up on the wing, Brian. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Brian Mann. A pretty ripper race. Racetrack widened up all right just to get moving, so that was pretty good. And you've featured heavily in the series points as well, so don't go anywhere.
Oh, thank you very much. It's been a big week for us. Hasn't really gone our way. 2 hours before we were coming out tonight, I got news that one of my good mates has passed away. Thought about not racing at all. So to take the car from where it was to where it is now, I'm ecstatic. Couldn't do it without the sponsors, Coppins, Wholesale Paints, Status Signs, F&Q Video, Hannam Street Mufflers, and of course my crew, Robbo, Shane, my wife, Dad, everybody. Thank you.
Good on you, mate. Well done. Congratulations. Home in 2nd place tonight and for our feature race. Give it up for Dan Mose. Mosey, Ripper, you get one there. Yellow light. Oh, you're killing me, hey, right? You got to the lead and the yellow comes on, brother.
Yeah, that was an absolute ripper race, chasing down Brian, sorry. Yeah, I saw we got the lap traffic, and obviously being in 2nd position gives you a better view of what's going on. And he just got caught up in the lap traffic and we got through, but obviously we didn't get the lap completed, so we had to back up to the yellow.
It was a heck of a race to watch. It took a little bit to get some momentum rolling, but your car looked really good.
Yeah, no, once we got going, I was really happy with it. There was a nice little ledge to get up on. Yeah, hats off to the crew up here. Ripper racetrack.
Absolutely, man. You better thank everyone involved in this deal.
Yeah, I've got to give a huge thanks to my old man. I've dragged him from one end of the country to the other this season. Yeah, weeknights, weekends, we're always working on the car. My family, Mel, the kids, Sonny Helen, are here tonight. Thanks to them, they're always there as well. I've got to give a massive thanks to Kent Frank at Pro 1 Race Parts, DMI Industries Truck Bodies, CCIC, Powder Coating, and just everyone who helps us all the time to keep this going.
Good on you, mate. Congratulations. Great work by Dan Mose. Your winner tonight. Come on, put your hands together for Brian Mann. Get over here, mate. They don't want to see me. Nice blue trophy, mate. How good, well done.
Yeah, I was, congratulations to Brian and Dan. They did a really good job. I got a little bit lucky there at the start, at the middle of the race there, trying to get around a few lap cars and sort of ran right up over one, and Dan got past me. I was lucky that lap didn't get completed. So, but the track ended up being pretty good tonight, I thought, considering last night was a bit of a handful. So, yeah, thanks to all the guys that they put a fair effort in today, I can see, trying to make it better. So, just like to thank Drew and Lambo and Brady for coming up and taking time off work. It was a bit of a last-minute deal to come up here, so glad we did because we had fun, and just thanks to everyone for having us and making us feel welcome. Come back.
It's a really cool place, isn't it? If we get the timing right, there'll be a lot of interest from people down south to come and do this deal, particularly like we got to have a NASCAR season at home, right? We run 45 nights a year, so we're sort of over it by June, but if the timing's right, we could see a lot more cars come up for this deal.
Yeah, definitely. I was talking to a few local guys today, and seems like it's pretty hard for those guys because your season sort of crosses over from one financial year to another, so there's dudes paying $2,000 to get their licence for your series, and I think they should probably look at that just to help it be cost effective. And the LSs, they prove that they go pretty good too, like it tracks thickens off and they're just as fast as anyone else, and it's good racing, and it probably gets a few more bums on seats and more drivers and puts a good show. So.
It certainly does, mate. Well, congratulations. Well done to Brian, man. We've got some series presentations to do right now. Third place in the series. Give it up for Nicholas O'Keefe. And these are proper cool trophies. Nick, well done. Consistency is what it's all about. You got it done. Well done.
Yeah, we had a bit of a misfortune last weekend at Mariba with a broken valve spring, but we bounced back and good results in the heats, and just kept it clean in the feature.
Absolutely, mate. You better thank everyone involved.
Yeah, I can't thank Mum and Dad. They allowed me the time off from work to be up here, especially Dad being out on the track, so I can't thank Anthony and Olivia enough. M&N Car Carrier City Motor Auction, Tasman Raceway, Renee Logo Design and Photography, McLaren Mechanical, Harrison Mechanical, Carline Mufflers. Who else am I missing? There's probably a couple others. Look at my sleeve. But anyway, the big thanks to all of them. Can't do it without them. Thank you. And the big thanks to Cairns and Mariba and everyone up here, and yourself.
Too easy, mate. Ripper job. Well done. Home in second place in the series is Brian Walsh. Proper cool trophy, man. That's something cool to put on the wall at home.
Yeah, you can always use a cane knife in the tropics, so thank you very much. Like I said before, it's big 4 days. My wife lets me do it, she supports me, so that's the big one. But them guys over there, they've busted their ass all weekend and last weekend, so if you had asked me at the start of it if I'd be here, I would have said no, because we've struggled. But I'm glad we are. Thanks.
Anyway, well done. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the series, make some noise for Dan Mose. You got a big sword, mate. How about that? Ripper job, mate. That's awesome. You've 2 podiums, 2 weekends. Doesn't get much better, mate.
Yeah, no, it was an awesome trip to come up here and race with all these guys. Hats off to all the North Queensland guys, they're terrific. Scotty Davis and his crew up here. Yeah, they put on some great racing. It's just a bunch of good people up here. Yeah, just thanks to everybody.
Well done, mate. Congratulations. All right, we're going to get some photos. I think Brian's already gone, but right, all good. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of everyone here at Totally Workwear, Cairns International Speedway, thank you so much for being here at this wonderful event in Thunder in the Canefields. Drive safe and good night from everyone here at Totally Workwear, Cairns International Speedway.